Hey there, and welcome to What's in Your Bag Golf, the only channel on YouTube that explores amateur golf equipment. This week we are at Hillcrest Golf Course with Kory, who is actually probably one of the better golfers that we've had on the channel. He actually finished shooting an under par round when we caught him. Now, if you stay tuned until the end of the video, I'm going to chime back in and I'm going to tell you what my favorite part of his bag was. I'm going to pick either a club or maybe an accessory that I thought really stood out. I'm going to start doing these in the videos so that you can get my input on their golf equipment. It's not just me asking them questions, but thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I can't believe it, that 200 of you would want to watch my videos. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate you taking the time, and now let's get to the video. Okay, today we're here with Kory at Hillcrest Golf Course. Kory, you just played around, right?
Yep.
Awesome, and you were just telling me you played phenomenally today.
I did play pretty well today. Played with a couple buddies and, you know, hit the ball pretty straight. That always helps, and rolled in a few putts, so can't complain.
Yeah, so you shot 2 under, you said?
Yeah, 3 birdies and an eagle. So
wow, that's
3 birdies
fantastic.
on the front and then eagled the par 5 on the back.
So with your game, what would you say is the strength of your game?
Definitely the tee-ball. For a little guy, I hit it pretty far and pretty straight, and then I have a really good wedge game. Not so great with the putter, but luckily my wedges kind of make up for the lack in skill and putting I have. So
okay, so you can stick them pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always around the greens, and I feel like I can get up and down from pretty much anywhere around the green. So yeah, I always feel comfortable over the ball in the fairway, which I feel loosens me up quite a bit. So that's kind of my advantage.
Sure. And how long have you been playing?
Probably like 15 years at this point. So I've been playing pretty long. So grew up, my dad was really into golf, so I think that kind of like pushed me to go out. And I have an older brother who didn't play as much, but I mean, he got out before me, so I think I saw him getting out there, so I was like, I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to get out and I want to play golf with them. So yeah, that really drove me to start golf. Super.
And did you ever play competitively?
In high school and before high school, like in summer tournaments I played, and just some local junior tournaments, nothing like super serious. A lot of my friends played super competitively and like the AJGA and stuff like that growing up, but I wasn't good enough at that point. I really peaked like sophomore year of college was when I really got really good at golf, I'd say.
Awesome. Well, let's get to your clubs. Let's start with the top end of your bag. What are you playing for your driver?
Driver, been playing it for a long time now. I got the G30 ping. I've got a stock shaft in it, but I cut it down to a standard 3-wood length.
Okay. Is that 43.5-ish?
Yeah, 33.5 is pretty much standard, and I just like to makes me hit it a little more straight, and feel like I have more control over it. I always feel like I hit the 3-wood really well, so I figured why not try it with the driver, and it seemed to work out for me. Yeah,
with the pings, I know that they're kind of vaunted for their forgiveness. Is that what you're kind of finding, even with the few generations old?
Honestly, I haven't really ever gotten into too much like forgiveness factor of clubs or anything like that. I've never been too technical with my game. I've always just kind of gone with what feels good and like what I like to look at when I'm over the ball. And ping, I just feel like has always been there for me. I mean, before this driver, I had an Adams Super Fast, which is nowhere near ping. So I mean, it's kind of all about feel for me. Feel and look is my big preference.
Was it a transition for you to get to shorter driver shaft too, or did you just decide one day that you're like, hey, I kind of want more accuracy and I'm just gonna go for it?
Well, I mean, I've always been pretty long off the tee, and then this summer I kind of got the pull hooks off the tee, so it kind of made me struggle a little bit. So I cut down the driver to my 3-wood length because I was hitting the 3-wood great, and then I started hitting it good again. So I was like, hey, only lost 20, 25 yards, so nothing I can't handle.
Wow, so even at the shorter length, how far are you hitting it out there?
I would say on average, like probably, I don't want to be one of those guys that's like 300, so I'd say like 290, 300, well, maybe a little over if I hit it really, really good.
So that's really impressive, even with the cut down.
So yeah, I mean, I hit it pretty good. That's like I said, my strength of the game.
Yeah, awesome. Well, going from that, your second longest club, do you have a fairway wood?
Yes, I actually have 2 fairway woods. I have the 3 and the 5 wood, but my 3 wood is cut down to a stock 5-wood shaft actually, and it's the Ping G30.
So same
brand as the driver, yeah. So I like to keep the 3-wood and the driver the same model. I've done it my whole like golfing career. I feel like it's just kind of bad juju to switch it up,
Yeah.
at least for me.
Did you get them both at the same time?
No, I actually got the driver from a buddy
Okay.
who just kind of gave up golf. And then the 3-wood I just found online because I was like, I got to get the matching 3-wood.
Okay,
So
cool.
I went and found it pretty quickly after.
Awesome. What was in the 3-wood spot before? You said the Adams was in the driver's spot, and then
I had an Adams super fast, yeah.
So
So I
you
had both
just
super
matching.
fast. Yeah,
Okay.
I got to keep it I feel like the driver and the 3-wood are so similar that like I like to have the same feel between them.
yeah. With that 3-wood, do you hit it off the ground a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I like to hit it off the tee too, but
Uh-huh.
I hit it off the ground a lot actually for par 5s. I mean, I hit the 3-wood pretty well too. I hit my woods really good. I shouldn't say the driver, but that's
All of them.
yeah, that's just my strength is my woods. So I mean, on par 5s, it kind of obviously helps. So
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. And then so there you go to a 5-wood.
Yep, 5-wood is a little different. It's standard length of a 3-iron. I cut down all my woods pretty much 1 club length shorter just to have a little more control with everything.
Okay.
And it is actually the Ping Answer, so it's a lot older. I
Yeah.
actually don't know how much older it is from these, but
Yeah.
I know it is
It is older.
quite a bit older than
Yeah.
them. So
Well, very cool. So, why is it that the 5-wood isn't as important to match? Is it just kind of is it a more versatile club for you? Is it just something that once you get used to, you're just
because I've never really hit a 5-wood, I've usually had the 3-iron or 2-iron in the bag.
Yeah.
But as of this year, I was coming into a lot of par 5s just with too much top spin basically from low ball flights. So I was like looking for something to land a little higher, a little softer into the greens on the par 5. So
Yeah.
put in a 5-wood and just kind of bought a cheap one off eBay that was a Ping that I thought I would like and hit it really good. So I just threw it in the bag. Was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Why not?
So how far do you hit your 3-wood and your 5-wood?
Kind of depends off like the deck. Like in the fairway, I would say my 3-wood I could hit up to like 270.
Okay.
And then my 5-wood's comfortable like 245, 250-ish range.
Yeah.
So
Wow, that's fantastic. And are they all stiff flex shafts, basically?
yep, all 65 gram stiff flex.
Okay.
And all cut down 1 less club.
Yeah. When you did that, did you have to get used to the feel? I know when it's longer, it feels a little bit heavier, right? Swing weight. and all
Yeah,
that
it's
kind of
really
stuff.
light. I like lighter clubs. I like to swing it a little harder. I feel like I predominantly have a hook. I don't really miss it to the right, so I feel like that kind of helps me with the lighter club. I can just swing hard and know I
Yeah.
can cut out basically half of the golf club.
Yeah.
Golf course, sorry.
course, yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I don't really miss it right, so it's like I know where I'm gonna miss it, which kind of helps.
That's always good to have like a reliable miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, very cool. So you have 3 woods in the top end, and then do you transition straight into your irons? Do you play any hybrids or anything like that?
Nope, go straight to the 4-iron.
Okay.
And then 4-iron, actually, all my irons, I've only hit 2 rounds. I just switched from the Ping S59s to the S55, so a little
Okay.
bit newer. The 4-iron's a little different. It's an I200, so it's not a matching 4-iron. It came with the set that I bought offline, so I was
Yeah.
like, why not? But I
Yeah.
mean, seems to be going pretty well so far. I hit it only once today off the tee, so
Okay.
can't complain.
Is it a little bit more forgiving than the rest of your set? Is that kind
Yeah,
of
it's a little more forgiving of a 4-iron. It's a little bit thicker of a hosel compared to the S59, so I think that kind of helps me hit a little higher, hit it with a little more spin, I
Sure.
would say. So
Yeah. So you had the S55s and then you switched to the 59s? Is that
I had the
it?
59s and switched to the 55s.
Okay.
So
Okay. So now you go from 5-iron to what in
to
your
pitching wedge
to
in the
pitching wedge.
S55. And
Okay.
they are, I actually had like super lightweight shafts in my 59s, which I hooked it a lot. So I actually got different shafts. I bought just the C-Taper 125 S pluses. So a little heavier than what I'm normally used to, and it kind of slows my hands down. So helps me not hit as big of a rope hook as I used to. So I think they're playing really well for me right now.
So what's an S plus? Is that basically like just a little bit stiffer than stiff?
Yeah, I'm not too into shafts.
Yeah.
I just needed a heavier shaft, and the S, I mean, I have a high enough swing speed where it's like if I did have a little bit stiffer than stiff, it was gonna be okay. So
Yeah.
I wasn't too concerned with the stiffness as long as it was stiff.
With your irons, do you cut them down as well? Like is your 4-iron playing at a 5-iron, or are you just
No,
kind of
actually, it's
standard?
weird. It's 4-iron plays at standard 4-iron all the way down. I've never really struggled hitting the irons.
Mm-hmm.
So like offline, if I do, I hit a hook. But I mean, it's not like the driver. I really was struggling with the driver, which was what made me go to cutting them down. But the irons, never really struggled with. So I was like, we'll keep those as is.
Okay.
Don't change if it's not broken.
And where did you get those? So that you said you just picked them up, right?
Facebook Marketplace, actually.
Okay.
So I do a lot of golf shopping on Facebook Marketplace and eBay.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you can always score a good deal on there too.
Yeah.
And maybe flip a club, get something else you really want. I
Yeah.
mean, don't have that big of a budget on golf for golf clubs, so I try and save where I can.
Are your 59s going to be on Facebook Marketplace in a little bit here? Or?
I don't think so. Those are kind of special to me. I've had them for a long time and I've hit them so well, like I just don't think I could get rid of them right now at least, so I'm gonna keep them for a little bit.
What prompted the kind of desire to explore something new? Just the novelty of it?
Just the novelty, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't really need to change anything. I just kind of like, they were so old, and I mean, I just wanted to see if I couldn't get a little more distance out of newer clubs or anything like that, which so far hit it about the same, but I mean, they're a little softer on the face, so I feel like I can feel the ball a little bit better. But I mean, I still love my S59s, don't get me wrong.
Okay, cool. So you go from 4-iron, well, you have your 4-iron, your 200, and then you go from 5-iron to pitching wedge, and then from there, what do you have?
I go to my 3 wedges, which are all same brand, same club. They are the Titleist SM7s,
Okay.
and I do it a little differently. Some people do like 56, 60, and then 52, but I feel like it fills my gap better having a 50, 54, and 58.
Okay.
The reason I did that is because the lob wedge almost feels like it's a little too lofted for like fairway shots, so I like to have a little bit more of a 56 feel, and I feel like it's kind of a nice in between with the 58.
Yeah.
And kind of the same with the 54 and 50. I feel like the 50 gives me a little bit longer, so I can like hit a little more spinny shots instead of hitting like a knockdown pitching wedge or having to hit a hard 52. I just have a little bit more playability with it, with the yardages.
So with the SM7s, this is your first non-ping, club or club set in the bag.
Yep.
Where did those come from?
I've honestly always had Titleist wedges, and it's kind of the same thing with the pings. I've hit the brand so long where it's like I don't want to switch to anything else because I just feel it and I like it, and it's something I'm comfortable with. So I feel like comfort goes a long way in golf.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable, I feel the more comfortable you are, the better you play, obviously. So
you kind of feel like even going from like older ping irons to newer ping irons, or older Titleist wedges to newer Titleist wedges, they kind of have the similar kind of feel.
Yeah, they all have that similar like feel and like
look.
click off the ball or like off the club face.
So you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah, and I mean, having a sound that sounds good when you hit it's also like important. Like you gotta feel good when you play, because I feel like feeling good and being confident about yourself, it really translates to your golf game. If you're confident in how you're feeling, how you look and everything, it's like dress to impress. Feel confident, play confident.
That's awesome. And then, so from there, you have your putter. I see it's an Odyssey, or is that just a head cover?
It is an Odyssey. Yes, it's also an eBay purchase. So
okay.
It's an Odyssey V-line. It's cut down to 33.5 inches with a wind grip from Golf Galaxy. Shout out JR. So,
okay, he put it on for you?
Yeah, he did. He's a buddy of mine.
Awesome.
But yeah, had it for about 2 years now. Can't really seem to get away from it, so.
Okay. Are you looking to switch anything in your bag? I know you just switched your irons. Anything else that you're looking to change?
The driver's probably gonna have to be changed soon. I can just feel the face like getting real thin on it. I've had it for so long and hit it for so long. It's like, it's gotta give in soon. So
yeah,
probably I'll upgrade when that happens, but until then, probably gonna keep everything as is for a little bit. Maybe the wedges, if anything, will get changed, but they'll just get upgraded to the newer version.
Yeah, to the newer version of the Titleist ones.
Yep.
Well, now to your bag, just to kind of finish out, do you have anything interesting in your bag that you'd like to point out? I know some golfers who have played a long time have a ball marker that they use, especially, or anything like that.
Really no. The only thing is, if you know me, you're always gonna find a can of Dr. Pepper or 2 in my bag.
Cool.
I'm kind of known as a Dr. Pepper fiend from all my friends and everything. So if you do play with me, you'll probably see me slug down like 2 of these bad boys at least.
Yeah, and with this ping huffer, do you walk a lot?
I would like to say yes and be that guy, but no. I'm strictly a cart rider at this point in my golf career. So, but it looks nice. It looks like I walk. So
yeah,
that's the important part.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for being on the channel. I really appreciate you taking your time, and I'm glad that you played well today. So
yeah,
that's
thank
awesome.
you. Thank you for having me. I've seen your videos and it's awesome stuff you're doing. So really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey there, it's Jalen again.
As I promised before at the very beginning, I would be back at the very end to tell you what my favorite part of the bag is. And undoubtedly, it has to be the G30 3-wood or the G30 fairway wood. The reason why is because I used to have one of these clubs in my bag, and foolishly I decided to sell it to a friend. I don't know why I did that. I'm sure that many of you, if you like golf equipment and you like to tinker, thought that there was something better out there, but I sold it to a friend. I ended up getting something different, and it was just never quite the same. And so when I saw Kory's Ping G30 fairway wood, I thought, man, if I could just have that fairway wood back, that'd be really fantastic. So what about you? What is a piece of golf equipment that you wish that you had never sold, something that has gotten away from you, something that you would buy back immediately if you could? Again, thanks for watching the video.